So I'm looking after a pixie today. So I just keep an eye on her. Oh, I should have showered before. Straight, but I feel greasy. I feel greasy. What? Okay. So where we left off yesterday was working on the retopology of this object. And so that's exactly what we'll continue with. 1, 2, 3. Not sure if that's the right move. Yeah, actually, I like that. All right. Just gonna close this up as best we can. All right. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? You being a goofball. I can't see him. Actually, I think I will close this back up again. Or you okay? You falling? This is not the cat I'm taking care of. Not the cat. I like my shirt, by the way. Hi. Hi. Let's have to keep an eye on the other. She's in a little bed down below. Just need to make sure she's not grooming herself. Poor baby. Poor baby got spayed. Basically need to extrude this. How do I usually do that? I fold it over. It's been a while since I've retopoed clothes. Whatever. It takes a few tries. It takes a few tries. Yeah. Oh, he's whining. You whining. Would be the most likely way to connect it. That. And that's probably how we'll do it. One, two, three, four. So if I close this a little earlier, maybe I can merge these, or we'll do a little bevel here. Okay, that should work. Then we just need more geometry down the front here. You know what? I think I'll do one, and then just dissolve this one. Now grid fill. It's not too shabby. We can run additional resolution right up there. These are getting a little long, so let's square them. In fact, these are not so great. I moved it while my shift tab was enabled. Go. Are we subdividing another time? We could leave it like this shell. Leave it like that. All right. Apply the mirror. Get rid of the subdiv. Yeah. Duplicate the shrink wrap. Apply it. Now we should have an object we can sculpt with the relax brush. Because that lets us use the slide relax, which is incredibly useful for getting some better topology real quick. Like that. Okay. Duplicate, apply again. We do have a little gap here. Rip that way. We could use a little bit more resolution here. Good stuff. Hello, Malia. No, I will not share my Discord with you. Duplicate, apply this again. Thank you for the follow. We're making a jacket. Hello, Toby. Welcome. I've been informed there is a cat here today. There is. It's right here. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Enjoying himself. And then I have another cat down below, and she just got spayed. So I'm just keeping an eye on her. We're making an outfit for a character. Malia. Malia? Malia. But yeah, he's a good guy. And then poor little Pixie down there is just recovering at the moment. Make sure I can see this a little bit easier. Shouldn't be able to see the normals. You know, I never thought about it. I know you did models, but I didn't know about clothes. It's all the same in some sense under the hood. uh, the clothing and the model are kind of just made the same way. You have a skeleton and you got a mesh. Attach that mesh to a skeleton. Never thought about it. No, you did modeling to clothes. Since you fixed up my model to normal standards, if I ever wanted outfit model commission or one design, would that be something I could ask? Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm kind of back doing kind of took a little break from commissions for a bit, so I'm back in that commission mode. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see what you have in mind. Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know if I have. Generally, it's like just depends on my hourly rate, which I believe is like $30 an hour. So if I can get it done in half a day or like 2 days. 2 days would be a day and a half, $300, something like that. My day is going well. Thank you. I'm going to mark a seam right there. I'm going to disable the wireframe, turn on this guy. Mark that seam. Then go here and here. Deselect those. Deselect these. Yeah, what kind of outfit do you have in mind? and then unwrap. Boom. Now we should have. Not bad at all. Now I just gotta look through my bajillion outfits to figure out which ones to narrow it down to. Oh god, so many outfits. We'll have to do them all. That's exciting though. Has your model been treating you well? You've been doing it's been working good for you? May just send a few if you want to pick one you're interested in, though I'd be so down to do a ton. I'm absolutely. I'm in the perfect position to do it, so. It might be a little bit of time. I think I have commissions kind of through September at the moment. So, uh, wow. So it'd probably be October, maybe like mid-September to, it's October, right? Yeah. I've always struggled with the months. No rush at all, just for fun, so no deadlines. Heck yeah. Been working amazingly. Probably going to send my partner over to get his model fixed up by you too. Heck yeah. Awesome. Very cool. Oops. That I appreciate you thinking of me for the edits. Three, four. Bam. And then right here. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. Oh. Okay, that looks really good. Kind of scale it out. Now we got a really nice UV map for them. Cool. And we'll be making one other object to unwrap, I believe a tank top. That tickle you? He's growing so fast already. He's already probably like half an inch bigger when we got him. It's only about 2 weeks ago now. All right, that's good. Do we do a test bake now? Guess so, because let's go ahead and put the collection in here. We'll call this High Poly Clothing High Poly. Yeah. Put this up here. Drop the jacket collection in that one. And then clothing. Low poly. Yeah, low poly. Boom. That one goes here. Spelled that wrong. Excuse me. Oh. He purrs so much. As soon as I start petting him, just immediately purring. Max volume. I'm gonna check my other cat really quick. I have to move you first. You're not making it easy on me. Let go of me. It's got to be an easier way to do that. All right, there you go, boy. A little guy. Just a little guy. All right, on to the tank top. So we made the subject here. Hey, no, don't chew on that. Let go. So hard to get them to not go after phone chargers. It's instinctual for them. Isn't that right? I'm a little menace. I'm a little menace. He's got these little chocolate bean pads. Really cute. Hey, come here. Oh. No, don't jump in the trash can. Sorry. Just watching them. He's thinking about going and cuddling with her. Bada boom. This one will be super easy. We'll just take it, file, export, OBJ, Foxhound, tank top, 01, boom, 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 all the main things, meters, perfect. Sorry, I really do have to keep my eye on them. Yes. By the way, I'm really enjoying your stream. Thank you. Thank you, Malia. If you like VR chat and VR and 3D modeling, you're in the right spot. And also, just a really low energy stream. We're not the high octane. We're the low octane. Okay, so we got the jacket in. Let's now add in here. Actually, I think the jacket we made, I'll turn back on. And boom. I think we're referencing it with a geometry node. Good, I'm just playing right now. Super cute. Yeah. So this just references the jacket. So I'm actually going to go ahead and duplicate the collection. Where am I from? I live in Texas. God damn. Sorry, person above me stomping their feet. Okay, so we'll close jacket. We'll rename this one to Hi Polly. Top 5. Spelled that wrong. How about yourself? All right, tank top. We'll open that one. Bada boom. There it is. Beautiful. A little busted. That's because of the subdivision, so we'll just disable that for right now. One more collection here. Tank top, low poly. Enable that. Go back to layout. We're going to make a circle of 8. So throw that into this collection, re-enable this one. How is the weather? Right now, I think it's going to be a nice day. Kind of been a little bit more humid, but warm. Just generally pretty gosh darn warm. Constantly. Never ends. Well, I guess we're entering winter now, but it doesn't really feel like it. They're just going to be these ones. We extrude over. Oh. All right, we'll start with that. Do I have an Instagram? I do. Same name. Same name as this one. That's the name for all my social media. We're going to apply the mirror. So we'll apply without the merge. Apply, and duplicate, apply. Okay. So now we have just this really messy half over here. This is actually too many subdivisions. That might be too many. All right, no subdivision, just this one. Duplicate, apply. Put a mirror on. Let's add some more resolution here. Let's lower this down. Make sure our shrink wrap is enabled so we can see what's going on. We'll do more cuts this way too. All right, something like that. Put a little bit more resolution there. All right, we're close to getting that filled up. I've got a bot. Time to shoot the bot. Can't see that message for some reason. check on my cat real quick. She is just so sleepy right now. Poor baby. My cat just got spayed, so. Cool. I guess we want 2 rows. So we'll want to do this, then connect those. Take these. Bridge, no merge. All right, beautiful. Back to sculpt mode so we can enable wireframe and get that topology to be nice and even. Right now, it's kind of ugly. Looks pretty good. Close that up, shade that smooth. And we're looking good. All right, that's about it for that one. I guess just apply the shrink wrap and mirror. Find our boundary loops, because I'm sure there's some gaps. Yes, there are. Looks good, almost. These need to be merged. Beautiful. Okay. Boom. We're going to mark a seam right here. And we're going to unwrap. Now, we're doing some UV mapping. We had to make a 3D version, and now we make the 2D version for painting, stuff like that. Beautiful. Looks kind of goofy. That will work very nicely with our other low poly object once it loads. One billion years from now. The question is, how close is it to the other clothing? Because we do actually have some other clothing items on this character. That looks pretty good, actually. The jacket looks like it just sits over the pants. Oh, maybe not. It's a little gap. Okay, so we can adjust that. Nothing too bad. All right, save that. Ooh. Yawn. Get the UV mapped. Both of them. We'll select both, do UV, average island scale. Maybe I should just do 2 separate maps. It's actually pretty good right there. Cool. That looks pretty good. Now what we can do, save again. Let's rename this to match the other name. Tank top low. I can find the right button. Bada boom. So now all of our names should match up. It's very important for baking to have the names correspond to each other. And then additionally, for our jacket, excuse me, I'm going to disable it. Go to the high poly by itself. And I want to review the material colors we have. The object. There are no materials. Oh, that's a little surprising. Hmm. I'm a little surprised by that, actually. Let's go back to the hoodie. And if we select everything again and do File, Export OBJ, yes, I do want to replace the jacket. And unwild, single object, multiple objects. I don't see any option for materials. Can I perhaps export as a different file type and retain those? Or the issue is not exporting and it's how we're importing. So right now I'm using this geometry node to import. Sorry. Again. I might delete this object in just a second. If it loads, hide it in clothing, import R OBJ. Actually, whatever. File import OBJ into Marvelous. We want our jacket. And yes, this does have separate materials. So it's the geometry node thing that's breaking. So if we go back to that, click it, remove this, remove that. Just bring this up here. Delete this object and rename it to jacket. Okay. So here, I actually want these objects. I guess it'd be deselect 4 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would be roughly the same size. So on these ones, I actually would like to assign them to whatever that other material is. This one. Cotton, probably. Cool. And that will just let me select them separately. We're going to do the same here. We're going to make these part of the darker material. This is just purely for selection purposes. All right. Next, I'm going to select all the boundary loops, assign those to a weld group. Could make a modifier, GeoNode modifier just for this, but lazy. We did assign them, right? And then add weld for that group. Then we can add a subdivision. I think it should explode. We do have those zippers on there. They might not. All right. Cool. Let's actually change these colors even more. Blue, red, whatever, green. That should be pretty good. We want some really extreme colors in order to differentiate. Now for our tank top. This one is also using the GeoNode, so I'm actually going to get rid of that. Just copy the name, delete the object, save, file, import, obj, tank top. Go. Now here, good. I want the trim. I'm going to assign a new material that'll be red. This other one will be blue. All right. There's nothing important about these colors other than making them extremely distinct from each other. Okay, now we go to our collection. We're going to set up our exporters. So I'm going to go here. We're going to export an FBX using our Substance Painter collection setup. We're going to drop that off right in Marvelous Designer folder, which is in our client work. Foxhound, Marvelous Designer. Beautiful. Sorry, I meant base. And we'll do Foxhound. Like that. Except I'm going to copy this path. We're going to go down to our clothing low poly. Drop that same setting here. Collection. Paste, but change it to low poly. Okay, so it'll take all these sub collections and export them. However, we do want to offset these. So here we'll add a generate geometry node, and we'll simply say offset selection. Let's make our selection 1, and we'll lower the clothing. That way we have something we can turn on and off in order to prevent these objects from selecting, like so. Save. This. Hello, Godson. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing quite good. How about yourself? Okay, we should be able to export all these collections now. This loads. There we go. And export all collections. Where am I from? I'm from Texas. Good old Tex of A. Excuse me. Heck yeah. It's an interesting place. This one should be. Yeah. Nice meeting you. Same to you. We're working on creating a outfit for a character. So this like wolf character. We made a jacket for him, a tank top, and a few other items. We're just kind of getting them onto the character. Exported. Now we can go to substance. Big respect for keeping up with chat, multitasking like a pro. Thanks. Honestly, your style reminds me of a bigger streamer right now. Okay, heck yeah. My style is casual, extremely casual. All right, save this now. We're gonna put this in. Do client work. Foxhound substance. We'll call this Foxhound. Clothing. Just clothing. It's helped a few small creators with tips to grow. Well, I've been doing this for about 4 years now. Not super interested in growing here necessarily. We'll see how it goes. I also don't appreciate being solicited. If that's what is happening. Right. Add that there. Open up that. That's a dilation. We want the frontal distance. Everything's looking good. We're going to do a quick save. And let's make sure our match is by mesh name. And I think that's it. That's it. Fake. If you're interested, point his direction, no pressure, just thought it might be useful. Well, thank you. Thank you. Streaming for me is mostly just a way to keep in touch with everyone, and then also keep myself working. Because honestly, what I've struggled with the most doing this kind of work, making characters and stuff, it's just my own self-discipline. So streaming is like my my commitment to myself. Excuse me. All right, we're gonna go back. We're gonna take the high poly. This one I'm gonna add a solidify. And I'm going to set this to 0, no fill. Okay. And we'll re-export the high poly. Bam. Good morning, Reyes. Hello. How's it going? Still getting a little bit of clipping here. Something to that effect. Wrinkly. More sirens outside. I'm good. I'm not interested in adding him. I just drop it on there. That'd be cool. All right, so there's the jacket selection. That's what we'll call it, jacket. Well, good. I'm glad your day's going better, Reyes. We're just chilling today. We're working on an outfit for Foxhound, getting the jacket made, tank top made, and then we're going to be integrating that back onto the character. Looks like some things got a little weird though. Also, that is like the third siren. Fire truck. Where's my reference for this outfit? Discord? I would keep an eye on my cat. She just got spayed yesterday. I got your message for the send me the latest blend for your project. Absolutely. I'm really job stuff seems to mostly stabilize, waiting for confirmation, and then I might be able to book with you again. Okay, gotcha. That'd be awesome. I did have another client I moved up in lieu of working with your commission, so the timeline may have been pushed back a little bit. No rush. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll have some openings in like mid-September, so probably about exactly a month. Also signed to perform for tutoring for a couple specific things. Hey, heck yeah. that I'd love to learn. Well, good. Okay, heck yeah. Well, I'll keep an eye out for. I probably just hit my email this morning. Okay. Ah, amazing how time just goes so quick. I was going to look for the reference image. In fact, we're going to extract the reference image now. Put it in our folder. Boom. Boom. All right. Beautiful. Hello, Cod Beelan. Welcome. Came to see cat. We got one cat around. He was here. But I put that up because my other cat is recovering. She got the little spade. She got spayed yesterday, so she's just taking it easy, and I'm keeping an eye on her. Where am I? There's the other boy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Say hi. I'm harassing him, but yeah, got little chocolate beans. He's got his little bean pads look exactly like coffee beans because he's I've never seen such dark bean pads on a cat before. It's really cute. Yeah, the other one is just chilling right now, sleeping. In fact, I want to check on her real quick. Still just sleeping, breathing softly. So sure it took a lot out of her, literally. Um, can you upload my latest blend when you have a spare moment? Absolutely. What are you working on? I am working on creating clothing for an avatar, a VR chat avatar. If you're familiar with VR chat, I make custom characters for people. So when they want their OC turned into an avatar, or they have like a personal character, or their brand or whatever, um, I will do that. Sorry, 1 second. And let's upload that file. We're gonna upload two things. First, we'll upload. Did I move it to 2025? I hope I didn't. No, I actually haven't done any. Weird. And Blender. Yeah. All right, uploading that blend file directly to the Google Drive. And then you'll also need my add-on, which I will delete the old one out of there. Add-on. So you'll want to update the rapid update add-on that I use for it if you're using that. AutoRig Pro also perfect. Yeah, then you should be good to go. But you'll just want to update the add-on that I made that I use for that combining and stuff. Okay, let's go back and let's make sure the collar doesn't lose so much form. See how cratered in this is? Whereas in the file here, a lot smoother and nicer. It is actually pretty low. Maybe that's not as far off as I think it is. However, this edge right here, there, and there, and here certainly would give a lot more form to the character. And right here too. Okay. So we're gonna split stuff. We're gonna break it up. Let's turn off the tank top, turn back on the jacket over here. Enter this mode, enter read topology. And we're lazy. So we're just going to select this and hit J, which knifes through that whole selection. Start shrink wrapping these onto the body. Still have shrink wrap on. I don't think I need that anymore. Just remove it. So bam. Something like that. That's going to give it a lot more volume. But we can even go one further, which is to cut here. Like that. Actually, kind of give it some depth. Like so. My eye. Yeah, that works just fine. I think. Well, we have this edge, and we also have another edge right here. And I'm just going to be just as lazy. Slice it. Lazy's not quite the right word, but it's going to save me a lot of time to just get in there and make it happen. Not very worried about maintaining like a perfect topology here. Don't really believe in that anymore. Start with a good base and then modify it. Get crazy with it. All right, beautiful. Let's do another slice over here. Let's actually dissolve this last one and cut here. think we'll have to give that a shot. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little bit more. And now I have to clean up this whole corner. We're actually probably going to have to redo that. So the top of this needs to be quite different. Damn. Let's just get it baked. Start with. Go from there. Okay. Bada boom. Export that whole thing again. Figure out these segments here. Not terrible. This normal map right here seems broken. Something like missing right there. Or just need to follow it a little bit more closely. Anyway, so let's add roughness. Right around there. Should be a bit darker. Be a little bit metallic. Quite a bit darker. And it is kind of like a nylon material. So it's going to have like a very small amount of roughness to it. Call this jacket rough. And we'll add a fill in here. In the fill, we're going to put a texture or a pattern of some sort. No, noise. We'll do noise. Directional noise. Sounds pretty good. Try planar. And then just scale the heck out of it because we want it really nice and small. And then instead of blending in a color, you can blend in height. Something like that. Maybe a slightly different one. Nisotropic. That looks a little more cloth-like. Hello, Kabar. Welcome back. Scale it up just a little bit more. And maybe also add in some other details, like a little bit, just a little bit of roughness. Maybe push the height in. Cool. Okay, looks a little bit more like that rougher material I'm seeing. This can be even darker. It's got like just a slightest blue tint. Slightly blue. Could be the lighting, but what it looks like. Okay. And then in here, we can add some additional stuff like our hem. Which I'll search and get hem because I've made this a few times. Drop it right there. We're going to put this in its own mask with a color selection. That color selection will be for this here specifically. And we have the hem. We can also add in flat, fill, blue noise. Make it nice and dark. There. Maybe add a little bit of height, keep it bumpy. Then on the hem, we have stripes like that. Can I reset the tiling somehow? That'd be nice. Yeah, we're gonna redo this. I'm gonna add a fill with stripes. No shift. We're gonna set it to a cylindrical projection. Shrink it down. There. All right, rotate this 90 degrees. Switch this to object space. I'm going to kind of squish it here too. Just a little. Now there's a lot of stripes on a hem line. Somewhere around there. We can go ahead and turn to just height, push in. We're going to eliminate the roughness because it's like a crease. We're going to take the color, make it dark, darker. Now we got a nice little hemline. That looks correct enough. Take the stripes, let's say cropped to shape, so we're not affecting anything else. Now we can just duplicate it and send it to the other side. Go. And we'll just turn it around. So, there. Switch to local. Save. Beautiful. Set this to actually linear dodge in order to ensure that both are coming through. One final duplication. And here for 3D projection, we're actually going to set it to 0. And the rotation to 0. Interesting. I thought I'd be affecting this other. So I'm actually going to duplicate this, the whole group. From here, remove the other two from there. Add in, this one's the one with the color ID. So move it up. Should be affecting this section right there. Actually, I guess I could keep it back in that layer. And then add. This should be another color right there. Did I change those colors too late? You select those faces, and I guess assign to another material. So assign. I don't know. Something like that. Bright pink. As you do. And we'll re-export. Save. Turn here. Mode bake. We only need to rebake one thing, which is just a